Monaco, Nice, Lyons. 2023, I went to Amsterdam. Hey, this is one of those cities that every single person always want to visit, right? It's one of the most popular or top destinations for most people want to travel in Europe. The reason for it is obvious. That country, generally speaking, is a country after my soul. Like anytime when I used to fly with Kenya Airways, anytime we were landing in Netherlands, I always just felt like I'm home. It's a beautiful place. When you're landing, the landscape is something out of a movie. The landscape in Amsterdam, for those who've flown into Amsterdam, flown into any airport in Netherlands, really, I don't know which ones you've gone to. I've gone to different places in Netherlands. I've gone to Verhoeven and I've gone to Amsterdam, but Amsterdam still remains my favorite place to go to. Why? It's just an amazing landscape. Like when you're landing, it's too perfect to be true. It's one of those places that you're wondering, did they ever make it? Like, how? It's so awesome and so beautiful. So when you're landing, you see all these amazing landscapes, and then when you land to the city, it's an amazing, well-planned, organized city. Now, most people always want to go to Amsterdam. I always wanted to go to Amsterdam. When I was flying there as cabin crew, I was a flight attendant with Kenya Airways. I used to go, but I used to go out and enjoy, but I felt like it wasn't enough. I wanted to visit on my own accord, be able to live there on my own accord, go there to tour and enjoy, not being brought there as part of work. I've done that now twice, I believe, and I've gone to other cities within Netherlands as well, but I've gone to Amsterdam twice now on my own, and it's been one of the best places to visit in the whole of Europe. I'm not going to compare Europe and other countries because Europe is just a bit different in terms of how things are organized and how things are built, and then other places are also different. So, for example, I would say when you talk about food and fun, I would say out of Europe. When you talk about architecture, organization, planning, you can talk about Europe, right? So different places, different things depending on what you're looking for, but I love any place. I love everywhere. Actually, I enjoy more sometimes outside Europe, but if I want to enjoy and have fun in Europe, I think Amsterdam would be the place, right? Of course, marijuana is legal, so you can always smoke. For those who want to smoke marijuana, free for you. You can always enjoy that in the streets of Amsterdam as you look at the different things within the red light districts. I know everyone wants to always go to red light districts. That's the first thing I'm going to talk about. It's just a street, right? That is sex themed. So we call it the city of sin. Nobody gives a shit about it, about what is happening. Everyone minds their own business. So it's basically prostitution is legal and they're properly taken care of, and they display themselves in a shop like where like glasses. They have this like glass kiosks lined all the way on the streets, and then you can just go and do your selection and view different ladies looking all good. And of course, if you're a man, and I don't want to talk about that, but whatever it is you want on that street, guys, it's the city of sin. Every single thing on that. So you see all these ladies, basically half naked on all this display, just the same way you could do a window shopping in any kind of street. On this particular one, you're window shopping beautiful ladies if you're a man, right? It's just an interesting thing that is very common. That's the first place I know people always want to go and visit, the red light district. And if you go there at night, it's bustling with activities. People don't sleep in that city. The city that never sleeps is Amsterdam. So I love the freedom. I love the difference. I love the uniqueness of that. I'm not gonna be the one to judge or anything because I like looking at it. I like enjoying that area. I don't do anything. I just look. I'm just a window shopper. It's a beautiful place to be, right? Generally speaking, the energy is good. Everyone is, shocked somehow by this display, but they enjoy it. Everyone is enjoying it. And I'm sure if they took it off, probably they would take off the main attraction of Amsterdam. They're very smart, The thing with EU is that they use what they have to make money. So you find a lot of countries, like even my country, we are blessed with a lot of natural stuff, but we haven't made them and packaged them and sold them to people out there for them to come and enjoy these things. So we tend to be in this place whereby we have these things, but nobody knows about it, or nobody cares about it. But in Europe, what I've found out is they take something very small, they make a big issue or a big thing out of it, and then everyone is now fascinated and they want to come and view it. And the more people come, the more they talk about it. like it's some fascination. I think it's just like a mindset thing. So sometimes it's actually not fascinating, but the fact that you've been there, right? You've enjoyed it, then you can talk about it. So someone may not find fascination with it, but because people are saying it's a fascinating thing, they go and see it. Then they say, "Oh, it's good, it's really good." Then you go there, and it just becomes this self prophesizing reality whereby people now start visiting the place. And a lot of Europe is like that. Most of the things here are not things that you never see. Not really. Most of the things in these European countries are things that you know, but they have packaged them well. They have made the place nice to visit. They have added other incentives in the area that would make it more interesting to visit. So that's what I say has been done in Amsterdam. Now, the other thing I love about Amsterdam is the streets. The it's what we call the cycling city. Everyone cycles because they have these amazing paths to cycle. They have these canals along the city, crisscrossing the city all over the place, and you can go into the canals by boat and just tour the city as you're on a boat. If you are cycling, you can cycle along the canals and along the different streets and along the nice green paths, along the amazing trees that they have lined along the roads, the major roads. And everywhere you can cycle, you can walk, you can jog. It's safe, it's clean, it's attractive, it's green. And that's why I love it. The streets are just amazing. When you stand on the streets of Amsterdam, you feel good. You look at this street, it's all nice canals, all shiny with, amazing architecture around it. And that's what makes it attractive. Nothing really so special, but it's the planning and the organization of the city that makes it really awesome, right? I went to the largest flower garden in Amsterdam, which is like a drive away. You have to take a bus and you have to go to the tourist office and plan for it and take a bus, and then you get driven there. It's an amazing place with lots of flowers, lots of colors. And these are things we are blessed with in Africa, I'm sure. And I'm sure I've seen all those flowers somehow. But the organization and making that garden and then making it a big thing, like the biggest flower garden in the world, and then they have these little places with different flowers and explanations, and saying which flower it is and how it grows and what seasons it comes alive. And then during spring they all just come alive in different colors. The scene is awesome. And so someone will think, okay, it's just a flower garden, right? But the thing is, they have made it a thing. They have sold it to every single person, and people come from China, from Australia, from wherever to come and see this flower garden. And how much money do they make a day? Loads of money. And that's why they have like strong currencies and stuff, because they are now bringing all this money from different places, and they can dictate, how you exchange that money, how you use it. So you have to sell something. You have to own something for you to actually make money, to be economically savvy or economically powerful. Amsterdam has learned, or Europe generally speaking, has learned to sell stuff. So I went to the largest flower garden, an amazing place, beautiful, quiet, calm, nice scene with all these colors and I'm a color person. I love colors. I love different colors. So that was like a heaven for me, and that was beautiful. Now, I've talked about the weather. It depends. Just like any European country, if you go early January, it will still be cold. I went there towards the beginning of April. It wasn't as cold, windy, but it got a bit sunny sometimes. So it was still a bit cold, still windy, but not as cold. Now, if you go in, of course, into summer, May, June, July, now it gets really warm, and the weather is good. I went there during that time. It was awesome. Of course, the food is good. I ate like really good meals there. I've tasted different stuff in their restaurants. They have different cuisines. It's a capital city, really busy with different cultures, lots of immigrants in Amsterdam as well. So you would imagine, like any other city, there are lots of cuisines that you want to taste. Wine, nice wine in Amsterdam if you want to enjoy some good wine. Not expensive to be, not expensive to go. You just decide where you want to live, depending on how your pocket is. You will always find something that fits you. That's the other beauty. You don't have to be super rich. Like, if you go to Monaco and something, you have to spend money. But if you go to someone like Amsterdam, you can go with very low budget and still survive, right? Get a good modest accommodation for yourself. You can always eat on the streets, and you always survive. Trust me. And you want to try the fries in one of the best fries in Europe. It's in Amsterdam. French fries, funny enough. So nice place you want to enjoy. Just go and see it for yourself and judge it. The transportation is amazing all over the city, so you won't have a problem with that. You can always go anywhere. There are bikes. You can hire a bike. Like last time I had a bike. You can use trams if you're within the city. You can use the buses, you can use the trains if you want to, if you're going outside. So depending on what you want to do, you can also jog or walk or do whatever you want to do. Easy peasy, nice city. You can also use the boats on the canals if you want to go around the city on a boat. Again, there are like 1,000 ways to go through the city and enjoy it and take it in, feel the energy of red light district of the city of sin. Everyone is happy, everyone is bustling, everyone is eating. It's a good place to be. That's what I would say. Amsterdam is awesome. Anyway guys, see you in the next video. I'll talk about Luxembourg, which I just came from Luxembourg yesterday, and Frankfurt, Germany, again, which I just visited this weekend. So I went to both Frankfurt and Luxembourg in the same weekend. So I'll talk about Luxembourg, then talk about Frankfurt. See you.